Thank you. My name is James Cassidy, and my family lives at 493 Harrison. And we've been there 16 years in that property, and prior to that, for 4 years on 125 3rd Street. 3rd Street, beautiful little house next to the old Burley's insurance building there, and great walkable thing. Busier than heck when the mail trucks are coming 3 times a day and the beer trucks and all that, but that's part of it. So we walked a little out of town, bought something else. We love it. Kids are going to school. My daughter's been educated here. She's moved on. She's going to school in Wales. We love the community. What I fear here is the things we're proposing tonight are going to fundamentally change this town. And fundamentally change became a popular thing about 16 years ago in the presidential election, maybe 12 years ago. It's not working out so well for us across the country. When we start writing these changes into code, we must do it or we'll be sued. We can't stop the people when they show up and say, this is permissible. We're building a 3-story, 200 square foot first floor, second floor, third floor. And when that's allowed, we're going to find organizations from outside our shores and within our shores to come and change the face of this town. Beyond that, business is for business, pleasure is for pleasure, residential is for pleasure. This crazy notion of putting businesses in residential districts is just it's a fail from the beginning. Beyond that, we get into a situation where we're going to have to start hiring more people at the city to administer, enforce, monitor, license, etc. And when those don't succeed, I bet we're not going to lay those people off. We as taxpayers will have to bear the burden of finding something to do and pay those people who aren't inspecting the shoe repair business or the blacksmith foundry in the neighborhood or the tattoo parlor or whatever it is that opens. And flag properties, it's a great idea. I'm a real estate broker. Some days I'm more broker than I like to admit, but I do know a little bit about these things. You can go before any zoning board of appeals and say, this is what I'd like to do. It fits all the envelopes. It checks all the boxes. And you as a authority have the right to say, you know what, this makes sense for our people, our community. Let's go with this. But when my mother taught us, let me make sure I get this right. Once you blot it, write it down, it cannot be allotted. It's there. And when we do this, we open up all these properties. Like you say, somebody comes in, the seller thinks the property's worth, say, 300,000, somebody pays them 400 because they got a different land use intended. Scrape what's there, put up 2 new ones with a driveway that's common or shared offset, whatever the zone is. We just change the footprint.
Yeah, okay, we got to wrap up.
There's so many things in this. I don't know anything here that's good that we can't accomplish already. So I think this whole thing should be set aside.